Hey there, strangers. Um, sorry I'm running a little late today. Um, I'm just trying to fight my brain a little bit. You know, sorry, I'm trying to get my light to stop flickering on me. You might not see it, but I am, and it's bugging the living daylights out of me. Um, so, um, I've, it's been tough. Um, um, you know, um, I keep on thinking to myself that, well, here I'm gonna kind of, you know, be a one-on-one with you all. So, um, um, my mind is trying to fight some dark thoughts right at the moment. So I'm just, um, I want to try to get it off my chest and hopefully, feel a little bit better, and we'll go on to coding. Um, I just There's just some irritations today. Um, and 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 I and I apologize. Really, I do. I mean, you know, you for those of you that might not know me or anything along those lines, trying to, come into a channel for the first time, you have no idea who I am, and I get it. Um, you know, why would you want to stick around and listen to some guy complain? I get it. Uh, so uh, I was, looking through Twitter, just to kind of try to keep up on some trends, you know, see what other people are talking about, you know. Um, you have, one particular person having a live, well, not necessarily a live concert, but still a concert nonetheless with one of her idols, and you know, um, and obviously, she's everybody's happy for her and all that, and it's great. I mean, you have to be happy for a person's success along those lines. Um, then you have another person that um, she was getting a lot of you know happy responses, birthday will wishes, um, and you know, uh, and she basically was able to meet her idols, on a channel that she was a fan of. Um, so she was ecstatic. Um, and it's again within good reason. I mean, it's good when you can kind of see who you admire, who you kind of look up to, and being able to like interact with them on a daily basis or anything along those lines, and get to become friends with them is obviously, something that anyone would probably dream of. Okay, they would absolutely love. Um, and then my brain twisted it and basically said, "Oh, can I just have like a 1% of that said luck or something?" I don't know. It's a little hard for me right at the moment. Okay. I don't mean to be down. I really don't, but I'm trying to fight my brain right at this moment in time. Um, just wanting something, anything. Um, I just tried to put in the subject for today's stream, and once again, Streamlabs is using the repeat message that I had 2 days ago. So no, I am not playing Mass Effect 1 today. If that's the reason why you came on in, then sorry. That was not meant to be today. Um, Today was supposed to be is supposed to be my coding stream, um, where I'm gonna continue working on my game GGG. But um, the message that I wrote down for the subject did not go through. So yeah, um, I'm probably gonna have to go to Twitch itself and try to change it there. Obviously, it's not taking through. Um, it's not taking through Streamlabs right at the moment. And don't get me wrong, okay. Um, they recently made a change um, to that input screen, and I appreciated it because initially, from the looks of it, they were trying to hold on to the information for the particular scene. You know, like they want to hold the subject line, the tags, and the game for a particular scene, and I applaud that. You know, I really want that to be a thing because um, that way I don't have to change much when I switch a scene. Um, I can just change the message, and that's it. If I even want to change the message. Um, I switch scenes based off of what I'm going to be doing for the day. So, um, so um, the information that it puts down, or the message that it puts down, the tags that it keeps, um, the specific type of channel it's all about. I like that hold it being held onto the scene. Um, and um, it it appears even though the um, the tags change and the topic change. We have science and technology, and all the tags, they change. The subject line does not. So I'm gonna need to kind of switch on over to um, my channel here real quick and see if I can get that um, to be modified. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see. Pathfinding. Um, Algorithm selected. Type the code. Okay, D3D programming. Let's see, coding, game dev, and indie. There we go. Okay, so I changed it on my channel. Let's see. There we go. So let's see. Don't really need that up anymore. Uh, so, um, then there's being ghosted by employers, not getting any responses back for the resumes that I send out. You know, took a test on Monday and haven't gotten any response um, from the test taker or from the employee of the company. So it's like, do you want me to continue, or am I not a part of the company? What's going on? What am I missing here? You know, um, I don't know, man. It's so it's just been tough because I feel like I keep on getting beaten down. I keep on getting um, you know, punched down, stuff like that, and it's hard for me to try to keep on lifting myself up. It's it's been difficult. It's been difficult. Um, the I'm I'm hoping for that silver lining. I really am. You know, just hoping for something good. Um, you know, I started up a stream team. You know, so that if anyone wants to join in that endeavor, it's available. The um, the whole idea of it is about trying to help out other streamers. Um, so that if um, you join the team and you help everybody else on the team. Okay, you make efforts to try um, to do things to be able to support everybody else on the team. Okay, and I made it so that we're supposed to kind of keep track of everything that we do, so that no one ever gets left out. Okay, that's the whole purpose of it. It's meant to try to cover everybody. Try to help out everybody on the team. Um, and it's not focused on just Twitch. You know, I, 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 I say that it's for a streaming team because there's more than just Twitch as a streaming service. Um, Personally, I'd probably love to be able to, um, you know, use Streamlabs to stream to other services at the same time. But at the same time, I'm an affiliate now, so Twitch doesn't let that happen. They don't want that to happen. They want 24-hour exclusivity whenever someone goes into a stream. I don't know if that's changed, but I don't think it has, and um, I doubt that it ever will, to be honest. Um, why would one business want someone to be popular on another kind of thing? You know, um, they want the they want the viewership on their channel. Why would they want viewership to be allowed to be seen on other channels? They, you know, a business would want the ad revenue coming to them. um, I mean, a business has to be, selfish in a certain regard. Um, because they need to make money. They need to pay their employees. So, um, so, um, the the team is built to try to help out others. Okay, there's an application link down below for anyone that wants to join. Okay, the the whole pay it forward motto is pretty much the backbone of what it's all about. Okay, um, you know, I want people to be rating down. You know, partners to rate to affiliates and non-affiliates, affiliates rating non-affiliates, and non-affiliates rating other non-affiliates. Okay, that's obviously, you know, it's it's a little difficult to know, who's a partner, who's affiliate, and who's a non-affiliate on Twitch. They don't really blatantly announce who's partner, who's affiliate, who's non-affiliate on Twitch. Um, but the I mean, you can kind of tell it a little bit. I mean, all you have to do is just kind of look at the viewership, and you can see, who's who's um, who's doing really well, uh, who's doing okay, and who's having a hard time. Who's having a hard time trying to get and maintain viewership. So, um, the team is meant to try to help out individuals, you know, um, to try to grow their channel in such a way where, uh, you know, they they meet they they find people that work well with others, kind of thing. They find those that they work well with. They find like the kind of stride that they need to find in order to be a success, or at least a, a moderate success, you know. Um, so um, I'm just trying to help out those, you know. Now, for me, I've tried to be um, I want to try to help out others. Um, I don't the one of the insights on this is that you know I consider this a hobby for the most part. Okay, just kind of streaming and doing this, um, and I don't necessarily see this as a career. What I'd like to do is be working in a software development, coding day in and day out, you know, you've seen the college experience that I've gotten, you know, making a decent living. That's what I want to do. Just haven't gotten there yet. Um, in the meantime, this is what I'm gonna do. Um, until I can find something that can support me. Now, I have people that say, Jim, just find a job anywhere. Great. I'll be another McDonald's manager that doesn't use their degree at all. Being paid crap wages and living in a rented room for the rest of my life. Yeah, that's really what I want. Sorry, this is what my mind is battling right at the moment. And it's it's tough. It's tough right at the moment. Um, uh, um, the manager's coming in, which is making me half inclined on just kind of calling it for the day. My mind is not in the right happy spot right now. Um, Sorry, but again, uh, I wish I could say that I'm, uh, that someone that's super bouncy and super happy. Not everyone's like that though. Um, I was happy last month. I was going towards, I was on a path that could potentially get me into a field that I wanted to be in. But someone decided that I didn't have enough energy. I mean, she's right. I don't get excited a whole lot. Sorry, when you get beaten down as much as I have, uh, you know, excitement doesn't happen very often. You know, I'll have tears of joy when I finally make it. That will be my excitement. You know, when I first moved here to Vegas after getting rejection letter after rejection letter after rejection letter in Southern California, um, I thought that I made it. I was like one of the happiest ever. Um, because I mean, I was I was still like renting a room or something like that. I was, you know, driving a car that was, you know, getting worse for wear over time. But I was in a job that I loved. I I went there daily without any problems. I loved going into work. I loved staying there the 8 hours. I mean, every single last bit of it was something that I enjoyed. Um, and I would have liked to have continued with that company for 20 plus years. I could have stayed there for longer if I really wanted, if they would have let me. Um, you know, but after the 1 year, they didn't want to renew my contract. They didn't really tell me exactly why. They just didn't want to keep me on. I don't know. I don't know, the cause of it. Um, I mean, I can make guesses, but I don't really know the exact cause. Um, I wanted to stay there. I pretty much begged the guy to kind of keep me on because it's what I wanted to do. But I guess he saw me as a problem. I guess I don't know. You know, he there was one time where he basically said, well, why don't you save up for another month's rent? I was like, I have bills to pay. I have I have credit cards and debt to pay off. There's no way that I could save, you know, um, I can't split my check that you're giving me into half and say, oh, I'm gonna save that for next month. No, you know, uh, about half of it was going towards my rent, paying for the room. Half of it was going for, um, um, you know, insurance, car insurance, gas, food, um, and paying off my student loans. So, um, no, I mean, it's there were, I mean, obviously there were moments where I was like, hey, no, there's, you're not understanding what we're having to kind of work through here. You know, pretty much all of my friends and other experienced, um, you know, workers, um, you know, company owners and like they basically said that um, what I dealt with was a bad manager. Okay, that doesn't mean crap because I still don't have a job. you know, so I don't know. Hey there, Tornado. I'm feeling a little down, man. Feeling a little down. I'm just trying to. I think I'm probably just gonna cut the stream off for a little early. My mind's not being friendly today. So, um, dealing with a lot of hassles, and it's just kind of built up to a point where I'm, I'm really, you know, normally I'm just kind of middle ground for the most part, but now it's kind of dipping into that negative realm, and I obviously am trying to fight it, and uh, obviously, talking about it helps. So, um, maybe some World of Warships will boost the mod. Uh, Technically, today is supposed to be my coding stream. Um, um, Trying to get my game up and running, but I don't know. I'm just um, I'm just looking for good news on certain on certain subjects, and just waiting for that good news. you know, sending out resumes, hoping for positive results, not hearing anything, and send out more resumes, waiting for results, not hearing anything. It's uh, you get beat down after a while, and it's tough, man. It's really tough. So, um, you know, uh, this streaming is a good way of trying to uh, you know, uh, release some of the frustrations, and just kind of being able to talk about it, even if you're just like, as you call it, just talking to nothing, just talking to the air, just talking it out, it helps. It helps out your mental. Um, a lot of people don't realize that. Um, you know, uh, I remember, back when I was in junior high, um, I had a problem with my speech. I was I was what's the word I'm looking for? The I was having a problem with my speech, in that I was stuttering, in my speech. So uh, the whenever a teacher would call on me to answer a question, I'd be basically stuttering the answer, and that became a problem for obvious reasons. So, once again, I was recommended to go into speech therapy. Now, one of the one of the positives of the speech therapy was the fact that, yeah, it took me out of the class, and that's information that I lost, because the uh, because you're not there for the lesson, so you don't know what was covered, kind of thing. Not to say that I couldn't like research it further, but um, what what it was helpful with was I was able to kind of sit down with someone on a one-on-one, and just kind of talk about problems overall. Just kind of say, um, here's our here's it wasn't it wasn't so much speech therapy because even though it was because it was allowing me to talk, but it was more of a like a mental therapist in a way. Not to say that the individual, I don't remember her name. Um, you know, she could have been a therapist for all I knew. Who knows? Um, I don't really know, but being able to kind of talk with her, that allowed me to try to sort out my mental problems and, you know, uh, I'm not, obviously I'm not stuttering anymore, but at the same time, I'm still afflicted with the whole, that kind of thing. So, I mean, there's that. Um, I do not have anything to drink at the moment. There are tornadoes, so uh, I'm gonna have to cancel that request. Uh, thanks, thanks for doing that, by the way. I appreciate that. But all right, that one is complete. But I'll go ahead and refund you the points. Yeah, I don't have any kind of like Pepsis or water with me right at this moment in time, so I'll just refund you the and those that points. You know what you need? You need to watch a 4-hour documentary about World War II with some good ass food. Yeah, probably, probably. Um, right now, this is more of a just chatting than it is science and technology, but it is what it is. Um, the um, it's just been difficult lately. The loss of work from my job that I had, last month didn't help matters, obviously. Um, I'm waiting for the last check, which, they're basically violating New York State labor law, which, I've already sent out a form to New York saying that they're violating that. Um, I think after I get my last check, which they said that they were going to give, I'm gonna like contact the Better Business Bureau and maybe even try to send an email off to their CEO and say, hey, Better Business Bureau, this guy just and these people just violated New York State labor laws. Not exactly a good business in my opinion. And let their CEO know that, hey, you have an employee that, or you have employees that just basically violated New York State labor laws by not paying all of my unpaid wages all on that last, on the one, you know, pay date. So you have a problem with your internal processes. Maybe you should kind of clean house. um, I got a couple other companies I have in mind that have similar styles that are close to the previous company that I worked with, and we'll see whether or not that pans out or not. Um, and of course, I'll just continue sending out resumes, and once by the time I get this, the last check, then we'll see about trying to get some New York State unemployment, even though I live in Nevada. But I mean, places business lives in is in New York, so it is what it is. It's okay to feel down sometime, talk to someone you know, go outside for a walk, do some exercise, play games, see, go down a dark hole, listen to just get out of it before you go down deep down. Yeah, pretty much, man. Um, Well, that's the reason why I do these kind of streams. Um, because um, when I lost when I was laid off from GLI, um, close to 2.5 years ago now. Um, you know, well, I was already looking for a new place of employment because I was reading what was on the wall. I'd been there for 3 years, and um, I could see what was coming at the end. Um, so I started looking for a different. I was looking for a different kind of work at that point. So um, it didn't really surprise me, and in some ways I was glad that I no longer worked there. But you know, I was trying to find something better ever since then. I was trying to apply. I mean, I was applying to 5 jobs easy a week for the longest time. Um, uh, don't want anyone to feel down or depressed. Wish I was with Cheerio, but no worries there, bud. No worries. I mean, like I said, the whole talking is therapeutic. Just you being there in the chat is good, man. Okay, it helps. Um, so so don't think you'd have to jump through hoops or anything along those lines. Just you being there in the chat is helpful. Okay. Um, so but after GLI, I kept on applying to jobs related to my field of expertise. I got a degree in computer science. I just want a simple job where I can just code. You give me a project, I'll code it for you. You know, you want me to learn a new language, I'll learn the new language. You want me to learn a new tool, I'll learn a new tool. Uh, you know, uh, I learned a new language or 2 new languages at Smart Software Solutions. I learned all the processes that GLI had to teach for the most part there. Yeah, I wasn't Mr. Speed Demon, but at the same time, um, I was willing to learn everything that was there. And, the, you know, um, it takes practice to get speed. You know, you're not gonna be, you're not gonna get on a job. Someone's gonna teach you one thing, and suddenly you're an expert at it. It takes practice. And unfortunately, a lot of businesses don't seem to realize that anymore. Gone are the days where, um, you know, people seem to realize that, there's always a learning curve. Always. No matter where you go. Okay? Um, it takes time to know what you have to do on a job. Okay? Um, and then once you learn it, you have to practice it. And once you practice it, then you start getting to a point where you become an expert at it. Okay? You can start teaching others how to go about doing it. Okay? Um, that's how the world works. That's how it is. Um, and you know, it feels as though a lot of businesses kind of lost sight of that. They want someone to come in and absolutely know everything there is to know about that particular business, and it's like, well, you can't. You know, you know, you know, you can't know everything there is to know about a business before you go into it. You know, because there's always going to be something different. If it's a carbon copy of a business, then where's the competitiveness? You know, business tries to one up their competitors by doing something a little bit differently than the others. You know, uh, if you don't have that difference, then you know what do you have? You basically have, you know, what, all the fast foods are McDonald's. No change whatsoever. There's no difference. You know, forget about uh, Burger King, Taco Bell, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, forget all those. No, they have to all be McDonald's because there's no difference. It's like, ah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Um, but yeah, I mean this helped. Thank you, Tornado, for showing up and talking with me. I appreciate it, bud. Um, but I'm stalling on the game, and I really don't mean to. I really do want to get it done. Um, you know, to be able to finish it to a point where, you know, everybody can play it. Um, you know, I can have people kind of take in and, you know, say, hey, you know, my friend just built a game, just made a game, you know, try it out, you know, um, you know, tell me what you think. You know, I look forward to that. And if I get some criticism, I'll get some criticism. You know, as long as it's constructive, you know, I'll appreciate the criticism. If it's just something along the lines of, "Well, your game sucks," then well, that's not constructive. You know, why does it suck? You know, what, why do you have a problem with the game? What problem of the game do you have? You know, that's constructive. So yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna shut down. Um, the Probably just, you know, watch some videos or something like that on YouTube and, you know, play some games. Um, but obviously this won't go up on YouTube. I don't think anyone really would care if I posted it. Um, it's more of a just chatting anyway. It doesn't really offer too much. So I'll probably just kind of uh, delete it afterwards. Um, but if you're still watching, okay, um, check out the application that I have below if you're interested in it. Okay, the the streaming team that I have. Um, I put a lot of time and effort into building something that um, I think could help out a lot of people, and I would love to see it grow, to expand. So, I mean, if you're a streamer, then it should be a team that helps you. And if you're not a streamer, then that's fine too. You can still help out. Okay, you know, um, it's meant to um, it's meant to help out everybody, you know, in the streamer world. So, um, tomorrow we're gonna be tackling some more. Um, we're gonna be doing not the stream team, but we are going to be doing the Finish What I Started series. Now, um, so here, let me um, let me kind of show you guys what I'm kind of uh, gonna be doing tomorrow. Um, so this Twitch team, that's done. So don't need to worry about that anymore. Um, and I've already kind of learned SQL a little bit, but I mean, not enough to get any kind of certification, so that might be something. Well, I mean, um, obviously, I'm still going to be working on GGG, you know, but I mean, I already have a coding day for it, um, so I'm just going to continue working on that. Um, I think what I want to do tomorrow is continue working on um, the one website that was I thought about doing, and I've been pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off for a long time. So, um, it's just kind of sitting there at the moment, not able to really do much, and uh, I want it to, I want it to be, something similar to my Twitch team, something that can help out a lot of people. Um, so, um, we'll see, we'll see what we can do with that. I think that's well, I gotta be careful with this because I don't want to be. I want to make sure that I'm not showing information that um, can be used for underhanded means. So, but at the same time, if I don't get this done, then I might as well shut it down. Um, I might want to contact my friend Jonathan about it. Maybe he might want to join me on building it up. I mean, he said that he's done quite a bit of website design. Maybe he might be interested, but um, we'll see. We'll see. Um, So that might be on tomorrow's docket. So um, yeah. So sorry, folks. I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and call it for now. Um, we'll work on uh, we'll work on all that tomorrow. So um, hopefully you guys will join me on that. We'll see. But I think that's where we're gonna go and call it for today. Sorry, I'm just my headspace isn't there, so hopefully you'll understand. So, um, Tornado, thank you for stopping on by again. Um, I appreciate you chatting with me. Um, sorry for being down. It's just dealing with a lot, my friend. Just dealing with a lot. So, um, hopefully I catch you next time. But that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it. This isn't gonna be on my YouTube channel anyway, so no need to kind of go through the spiel. I mean, links are down below on my Twitch About page. You know, application link, YouTube link, um, Discord, Twitter, Patreon. They're all down below. So, um, yeah. So, take care there, folks. Make it a great day.